I watched you go down, just as I watched her a year ago. Even in the same dress, you couldn't compare.
You knew it. You knew that she wore it, and yet you deliberately suggested I wear it. Why do you hate me? What have I done to you that you should ever hate me so?
You tried to take her place. You let him marry you. I've seen his face, his eyes. Were the same as those first weeks after she died. I used to listen to him, walking up and down, all night long, night after night, thinking of her, suffering torture because he'd lost her.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
You thought you could be Mrs. De Winter, live in her house, walk in her steps, take the things that were hers, but she's too strong for you. You can't fight her. No one ever got the better of her. Never, never. She was beaten in the end, but it wasn't a man, it wasn't a woman. It was the sea.
Oh, stop it, stop it, oh, stop it.
You're overwrought, madam. I've opened a window for you. A little air will do you good. Why don't you go? Why don't you leave Manderley? He doesn't need you. He's got his memories. He doesn't love you. He wants to be alone again with her. You've nothing to stay for. You've nothing to live for, really, have you? Look down there. It's easy, isn't it? Why don't you? Why don't you? Go on. Go on. Don't be afraid.
Ship on the rocks! Ship aground! Sending up rocket! Shipwreck! Come on, everybody! Down to the bay! Notify the Coast Guard! She's aground!
Maxim! Maxim!
Ship ashore! Come on, everybody!
Come on! Maxim! Maxim! Ben, have you seen Mr. De Winter anywhere?
She won't come back, will she? You said so.
Who, Ben? What do you mean?
Ah, the other one.
Frank, have you seen Maxim anywhere?
Not since about half an hour ago. I thought he'd gone up to the house.
No, he hasn't been in the house at all, and I'm afraid something might have happened to him. Frank, what's the matter? Is anything wrong? There is something wrong.
Well, the diver who went down to inspect the bottom of the ship came across the hull of another boat. A little sailboat.
Frank, is it?
Yes. It's Rebecca's.
How did they recognize it?
It was a local man. Knew it instantly.
It'll be so hard on poor Maxim.
Yes. It's going to bring it all back again. And worse than before.
Why did they have to find it? Why couldn't they have left it there in peace at the bottom of the sea?
Fine. Better get along and arrange some breakfast for the men.
All right, Frank, I'll go and look for Maxim.
Hello.
Maxim! You haven't had any sleep. Have you forgiven me?
Forgiven you? What have I got to forgive you for?
For last night, my stupidity about the costume.
Oh, that. I'd forgotten. I was angry with you, wasn't I?
Maxim, can't we start all over again? I don't ask that you should love me. I won't ask impossible things. I'll be your friend, your companion. I'll be happy with that.
You love me very much, don't you? But it's too late, my darling. We've lost our little chance of happiness.
No, Maxim, no.
Yes. It's all over now. The thing's happened. The thing I've dreaded day after day. Night after night.
Maxim, what are you trying to tell me?
Rebecca has won. Her shadow has been between us all the time, keeping us from one another. She knew that this would happen.
What are you saying?
They sent a diver down. He found another boat.
Yes, I know. Frank told me. Rebecca's boat. Oh, it's terrible for you. I'm so sorry.
The diver made another discovery. Broke one of the ports and looked into the cabin. There was a body in there.
She wasn't alone. There was someone sailing with her, and you have to find out who it was. That's it, isn't it, Maxim?
You don't understand. There was no one with her. It's Rebecca's body lying there on the cabin floor.
Oh,
The woman that was washed up at Hitchcock. The woman that is now buried in the family crypt. That was not Rebecca. That was the body of some unknown woman. Unclaimed, belonging nowhere. I identified it, but I knew it wasn't Rebecca. It was all a lie. I knew where Rebecca's body was. Lying on that cabin floor on the bottom of the sea.
How did you know, Max?
Because I put it there. Will you look into my eyes and tell me that you love me now? See? I was right. It's too late.
No, it's not too late. You're not to say that. I love you more than anything in the world. Oh, please, Maxim, kiss me, please.
No. It's no use. It's too late.
Oh, we can't lose each other now. We must be together always. No secrets, no shadows.
We may only have a few days. A few hours.
Maxim, why didn't you tell me before?
Yeah, we did sometimes, but you never seemed close enough.
How could we be close when I knew you were always thinking of Rebecca? How could I even ask you to love me when I knew you loved Rebecca still?
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
Whenever you touched me, I knew you were comparing me with Rebecca. Whenever you looked at me, or spoke to me, or walked with me in the garden, I knew you were thinking, this I did with Rebecca, and this, and this. Oh, it's true, isn't it?
You thought I loved Rebecca? You thought that? I hated her.